Good evening. Welcome to our April 13th, Town Council meeting. I don't want to go backwards, that's for sure. I would like everybody to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and stay standing for a moment of reflection for your personal thoughts. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Well, it's great to see so many people out tonight. We have a lot of wonderful things to celebrate. So we're going to start with the roll call, please. Ms. Lawful.
Councilman Behal.
Here.
Councilman McEvoy.
Here.
Councilman Wendell.
Here.
Councilwoman Winston.
Here.
And Council President Zimbicki.
Here.
Also present, Administrator Joseph Criscuolo.
Here.
And Township Attorney Raj Gumar.
Here.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as required under Chapter 231, Public Law, 1975, by specifying the time, date, location, and to the extent known, the agenda, by posting a copy on the bulletin board located in the main lobby of the East Brunswick Municipal Building, providing a copy to the Home News Tribune and the Asbury Park Press newspapers, posting a copy on the Township's website, and by filing a copy in the office of the Township Clerk, which will be entered into the minutes.
Thank you. May I have a motion to move Resolution 26-128, the approvals of the March 23rd minutes?
So moved.
And second?
Second.
And roll call vote, please.
Councilman Behal.
Yes.
Councilman Wendell.
Yes.
Councilman McEvoy.
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston.
Yes.
And Council President Zimbicki.
Yes. All right, tonight we have two wonderful proclamations on our agenda. Our first proclamation will be recognizing this month of April as Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month. And we have Vice President Behal who is going to read that proclamation.
Yes, thank you, Council
Thank you.
President. All those are here for this proclamation can join me to the podium. It's okay. Proclamation. Whereas the Sikh community has a rich and diverse history spanning over 500 years with a strong tradition of service and dedication to community. And whereas Sikhism is the 5th largest religion globally, there are more than 30 million Sikhs worldwide and more than 500 Sikhs in the United States with strong presence in New Jersey, where Sikh Americans have made significant contribution to various fields, and whereas Sikhism is an Indian religion that originated in the Punjab region of Indian subcontinent around the end of the 15th century by Guru Nanak. Sikh means a student, a learner in Punjabi, and whereas the year 2026 marks the 557th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev, founder of Sikhism, and will be celebrated on November 24th worldwide as Guru Nanak's Gurpurav, and is one of the most important dates in Sikh calendar. And whereas Vaisakhi and Khalsa Sajna Divas is one of the most historically significant days of the years of Sikhs and is celebrated on April 14th of every year. And whereas Sikhs are known for their value of equality, compassion, and service to humanity, as exemplified by their commitment to seva, selfless service, and their dedication to social justice. And whereas East Brunswick is committed to fostering an inclusive and welcoming environment for all residents, recognizing and celebrating the diverse cultures and traditions that makes our community vibrant. The township seeks to further the diversity of its community and afford all residents the opportunity to better understand, recognize, and appreciate the rich history and shared experiences of Sikh, American, and now therefore be it proclaimed that Brad J. Cohen, Mayor of Township of East Brunswick, along with Township Council, recognize April 2026 as Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month. Given under his hand and Great Seal of Township of East Brunswick, this 13th day of April in year 2026. Mayor Brad J. Cohen. Thank you. And say a few words.
Good evening. Mayor Cohen isn't here, but in his spirit. Esteemed members of the East Brunswick Town Council, respected community leaders, and fellow residents. On behalf of the Sikh community of East Brunswick, I stand before you today with immense gratitude. We're deeply touched and sincerely thank you to approve the proclamation recognizing April as Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month in our town. This proclamation is more than just a symbolic gesture. It signifies profound understanding and respect for our community, our faith, and our contributions to the vibrant tapestry of East Brunswick. It acknowledges the values we hold dear: service, equality, and compassion, and recognizes our commitment to building a stronger, more inclusive community for all. Your support in raising awareness about Sikhism will undoubtedly foster greater understanding and appreciation among our fellow residents. It will help dispel misconceptions and promote harmony, creating a more welcoming environment for everyone. I'd like to express my gratitude towards the East Brunswick Public Library for helping us showcasing the Sikh history, culture, and celebrating Vaisakhi again this year. We are truly honored to be a part of a town that embraces diversity and celebrates the richness of its cultural fabric. We pledge to continue working alongside with you, contributing our efforts to make East Brunswick a place where everyone feels valued and respected. The Sikh religion was made to stand out. Our appearance is such that you can recognize a Sikh from a big crowd. If you ever need help or are hungry, reach out to a Sikh and they will surely help you and feed you. We like to feed people. And with that, I'd like to invite you all to our April 26th Sikh Culture and Vaisakhi event, where we will have free delicious Punjabi food, along with turban tying, arts and crafts, henna, Gurmukhi writing, Punjabi songs, bhangra, gitta, dhol drumming, kids activities, and a lot of more stuff. So we look forward to seeing you all over there. Thank you once again for your open hearts, your thoughtful consideration, and your commitment to building a united and harmonious community. We are deeply grateful for your support. Thank you.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Good evening. Good evening, Mayor Cohen and the Town Council members, and of course you as well. My name is Carmen Singhil, and I am a student here in East Brunswick. I wanted to come up here tonight to personally thank you for approving the proclamation recognizing April as Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month in our township. I've been coming here and speaking since I was only 6 years old. Seeing our local government officially recognize the Sikh community really means a lot to students like me. It's more than just a piece of paper. It's a sign that our neighbors see us, value our history, and appreciate the values we try to live by, like seva, or selfless service, and equality for everyone. A big part of being a teenager is trying to figure out where you fit in. When you see your own culture and identity celebrated by your town leaders, it makes you feel like you truly belong. It encourages us to keep giving back to the community that supports us. I look forward to seeing you all at the East Brunswick Public Library on April 26th, where we will showcase the rich culture and traditions of the Sikhs, along with celebrating Vaisakhi together. Once again, thank you for making East Brunswick a place where diversity isn't just something we talk about, but something we actually celebrate and pay attention to. We really appreciate your leadership and your support. Thank you. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
So Carmen, you've been coming here for many years, but you are very tall now. Very, very tall, but also so beautifully well-spoken. Your words, the way you spoke, very impressive, and you represent your culture with great pride and dignity. So thank you very much.
We have a representation from Assemblyman Sterling Stanley's office. Would you kindly take the floor? Thank you.
Got it.
Hi, everyone. I'm just going to make this very brief and quick because I feel like everyone else before me has said such beautiful and wonderful things. But not only is it Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month in East Brunswick, but also in the entire Garden State. So here I have a ceremonial resolution from Senator Dagnan, Assemblyman Stanley, and Assemblyman Karabinchak, who represent the 18th Legislative District, also supporting the same thing. So I'd like to present this to you.
Thank you. Would you like to do a photo?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to take a moment to do a quick photo.
Good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have another proclamation this evening recognizing also the month of April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Mr. McEvoy, I think you were going to read this? Do we have anybody?
Here?
Yeah, do we have, yes, there we go. We have our
Okay.
Women's Club back there. There they are. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you.
Should I go first?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Come on closer and gather. Everybody gather together. This is one team. At least half of it. Thank you, Council President. Proclamation, April 2026, Child Abuse Prevention Month. Whereas children are our nation's most vulnerable members, as well as our nation's most valuable resources, helping to shape the future of East Brunswick. And whereas positive childhood experiences like loving caregivers and safe and stable, nurturing relationships can help mitigate trauma and the negative impact of adverse childhood experiences to promote social, emotional, and developmental well-being of children. And whereas childhood trauma can have long-term psychological, emotional, and physical effects throughout an individual's lifetime and impact future generations of their family. And whereas childhood trauma, including abuse and neglect, is a serious problem affecting every community in the United States, and finding solutions requires input and actions from everyone. And whereas children who live in the facilities with access to concrete economic and social support are less likely to experience abuse and neglect. And whereas prevention is possible because of the partnership created between families, prevention advocates, child welfare professionals, education, health, community, and faith-based organizations, law enforcement agencies, state and local and national governments. And whereas we acknowledge that to solve the public health issue of abuse and neglect, we must work together to change hearts and mindset through the storytelling and the sharing, the centers and the needs of families. We need to break down barriers and biases and inspire action from expected and unexpected partners in prevention. And whereas we are committed to advancing equitable, responsive, and effective systems that ensure all children and families are healthy and thriving. And whereas we recognize the need to prioritize kids and invest in more preventive initiatives like home visits, family strengthening policies, economic support, and community-based abuse prevention programs at the national, state, and local levels. And whereas the East Brunswick Women's Club will be displaying pinwheels around the municipal complex during the month of April to serve as a positive reminder that together we can prevent child abuse and keep children safe. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by I, Brad J. Cohen, and the Township Council of East Brunswick, do hereby proclaim April 2026 as Child Prevention and Awareness Month, and urge all citizens to engage in activities that strengthen families and communities, to provide the optimal environment for children to learn, grow, and thrive, so all children have the benefit of a happy, healthy, and safe childhood, and further urge everyone to work together to eliminate child abuse and neglect from our community. Given under my hand and the Great Seal of the Township of East Brunswick, this 13th day of April in the year 2026, the Honorable Brad J. Cohen.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was a mouthful. So then I'll keep it short and
Oh,
sweet.
don't keep it, I don't like that expression, keep it short. You're here to take the microphone as long as you want.
Thank
And that
you.
goes to anybody who wants to speak here. We don't cut things short here.
Great, thank you very much. Hi, I'm Laura Petchar, and I'm the second vice president of the East Brunswick Women's Club. And with me are several members from the East Brunswick Women's Club, as well as representatives from Prevent Child Abuse, New Jersey. I just wanted to say it's a great honor to accept the proclamation on behalf of our club members. Thank you, Mayor Cohen and members of the East Brunswick Town Council for recognizing the club and the pinwheel garden we planted in the municipal complex. This is our 6th year that we have planted the pinwheels for Prevention Garden as a visible reminder to the community that April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. There are over 200 pinwheels just like this that have been planted in the complex this year. Each pinwheel represents hope, awareness, and the promise of a brighter, safer future for every child. Child abuse prevention starts with awareness, education, and a community that is willing to work and stand together. Thank you to East Brunswick for recognizing that every child deserves a happy, healthy, and safe childhood, and that we all play a role in making this a reality. And I just wanted to remind everybody, thank you again for your time tonight and for this honor that you bestowed upon the East Brunswick Women's Club. And we have partnered with, as I mentioned, Prevent Child Abuse New Jersey over the years. And I would like to introduce Eva Smutko, who is the Director of Home Visiting from Child Abuse New Jersey. And she would like to say a few words. Eva.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, members of the Town Council. Thanks to Brad Cohen as well for this beautiful resolution this evening. I could not speak more eloquently than the words that Kevin McEvoy shared from the resolution, that preventing child abuse is something that we all do every day together when we recognize the children in our lives, what is special about them, when we support their development, when we support their families, their parents, their siblings, their aunts, their uncles, grandmas, grandpas, all of them, because it takes a full community, it takes a thriving family to not just ensure that there is the lack of abuse and neglect, but that there is the presence of positive childhood experiences and thriving families. I will leave it at that, but as an East Brunswick resident, again, I am very grateful to be here tonight as we recognize April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you for your hard work. And the other day when I came to the municipal building and walked up and saw all the beautiful pinwheels, and the wind was blowing and the sun was out, and it is a beautiful reminder of the importance of this month. So thank you for all your efforts. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. Would you like to take a picture?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I know why, because Robert's son. He's also in business.
As long as he's under 40 years old.
Under 40 inches. Thank you, Reedy. Thank you.
Okay, next up, we have a resolution of recognition. This is a bittersweet resolution as we're here to honor the retirement of Colleen LeRoy, 35 years for the Township of East Brunswick. So very bittersweet. So Colleen, would you join me up at the podium?
I have a grandson now in California.
Oh,
So.
okay. All right, well, all right, so this is a resolution honoring Colleen on her retirement. Whereas Colleen LeRoy submitted written notification to the Township of East Brunswick that she will retire from the Division of Revenue effective May 1st, 2026. Whereas in 1988, Colleen began a lifelong career with the Township of East Brunswick as a co-op student. She was later hired by the township as an administration finance clerk. She later secured a position with the East Brunswick Police Department as a civilian dispatcher in 1992. As an ambitious and growth-oriented professional, Colleen endeavored to build her knowledge and experience by pursuing various positions within the township, ranging from code enforcement officer, payroll specialist, assistant utility collector. In June of 2024, Colleen was promoted to deputy tax collector, a position from which she will retire effective May 1st of this year. So you definitely wear many hats in this township, and very hard to replace. Whereas throughout Colleen's 35 years of service to the township, she demonstrated exemplary characteristics to the Township of East Brunswick through her work ethics, her dedication, leadership, team spirit, and enthusiasm for her duties. Now therefore be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of East Brunswick that Colleen LeRoy's retirement is hereby accepted with an effective date of May 1st, 2026. Be it further resolved by the mayor and the Township Council that they hereby extend their sincere and grateful appreciation to Colleen for her remarkable 35 years of dedication and outstanding service to the Township of East Brunswick. Congratulate her on her well-earned retirement and wish her happiness and good health, especially with the grandson, in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So before you speak, Mrs. Albanese wants to say a few words.
Yes, I'd like to take a moment to recognize Colleen, who has truly been a constant and reliable presence for all of us. Early in my career, I learned that the general law of the universe, fast, good, or cheap, you had to pick any two. Colleen always picked fast. So when it was appropriate to do something that needed to be, somewhat right, she would always pick fast, but it always came out good. And Colleen always made sure she was responsive, dependable. Anytime I needed help, day or night, I would call her up, and she always knew the answer. It was remarkable. She has an amazing memory. That kind of dedication is rare, and it never went unnoticed. She also, as I said, had a memory for details, and that's the kind of institutional knowledge, really, you just can't replace overnight. She was very special in that way, and it comes from years of dedication and truly caring about her work. And as you can see, from all the different positions she had, she always liked to move on and keep things moving. Of course, she always kept us all informed. If there was something happening around the office, chances are she knew about it, and she made sure the rest of us did as well. She helped keep everyone connected, and there's a special role in any workplace for that. More than anything, Colleen has been a steady, hardworking, and loyal member of the finance team, and she will absolutely be missed. So on behalf of all of us in finance, and I know for the other departments as well who aren't here, I want to thank you for your years of service and dedication. We wish you nothing but happiness, good health, love, and joy in your retirement. You've certainly earned it, and make sure you take care of Lenny, too. Congratulations, and the best of lucks in this next chapter. Thank you very much.
Colleen, did you want to say a few words?
Really nothing to say. I'm a bit overwhelmed, as you can tell, and I'm usually not at a loss for words, but I want to thank you all very much. It's been a wonderful 35 years. I've driven to this building for 35 years. I've not been in any other building but this one. So I've seen a lot, and it's been wonderful. Thank you very much.
Can we do a photo?
Oh, sure. Sorry.
Yeah. Come on, family.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. You've been here a long time, right? Yeah, right. My husband. Just fine. I'm not going anywhere. And my husband's still working.
Yeah, so it's all good.
Trying to hide.
Awesome, thank you. We'll get that to you.
Thank you.
All right, good luck with everything.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.
No.
So good luck to you. Enjoy your grandbabies. Keep going.
I'm going to go forward next. You're up, you think we have to vote on that one?
Does it need 4 votes? It needs, yeah. Then you can move it up.
All right, we're just taking a quick pause so our young'uns can get home and get ready for school in the morning, right? Thank you very much. Jim, what time does it start?
8 o'clock?
8, so I'm going to move you.
Yeah, we'll probably leave before consent. do the ordinance, do the public.
You can move the ordinance
Yeah. So I am going to exercise the right of flexibility with the agenda, and I am going to move ordinance 2620 to now, because we have two members of town council to have another important township meeting tonight. So Ms. Lawful, would you read that ordinance, please?
Ordinance 2620, an ordinance of the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 3 of the Township Code entitled Administration of Government to repeal Article 21 in its entirety.
Thank you. So this is removing the East Brunswick Community Action Committee that was established, I believe it was 2016, and it was only in 15? It was only in action, but for 1 year. So it's an old ordinance, and we are removing that tonight. So may I have a motion?
What's the number on the ordinance?
2620. It's on the very, well,
On the last page?
yeah, the last page of the, before we get into the,
Hang on.
you got it. It's actually on page 5 of the agenda, like that last page. If you look at the numbers at the bottom, page 5 of 5.
Okay. I'm good.
Oh, good? Okay.
Motion to adopt.
Motion, second. Second. And roll call, please.
Councilman Behal?
Yes.
Councilman McEvoy?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
And Council President Zimbicki.
Yes. Thank you. We are also going to move the consent agenda for this meeting as well, which is resolutions 26-130 through resolution 26-146. Is there any of these resolutions that you would like to pull for discussion or pull entirely?
Council President, if I
Yes.
may, we could pull 26-135.
Yes, pulled.
And I have, I want to make a public comment. Somebody used the podium for 26-137. The East Brunswick Museum, hold the lights.
Okay, so we'll do the motion and then.
I want to get it passed first, and then
Yep.
we can make our comments.
You got it.
Just one quick comment on one agenda item. Number 145 is the beginning of bringing competition in the cable TV and the internet market to East Brunswick. And I'd like to welcome Alicia Hayward and Larissa, I can never get your last name. Karlowski from Optimum here. Larissa is an East Brunswick resident and also the director of marketing for Optimum. So we are glad that we're taking the first step to give them the ability to bring true competition into East Brunswick from an alternate internet provider and cable TV provider. This will be part of a process proving their right-of-way. So they've already met with Keith and I and got everything worked out. They will then start their build-out team and then petition the State Board of Public Utility to get their access agreement. And recently, as a couple of months ago, they did this in 5 other communities: Woodbridge, Clark, Rahway, so on and so forth. So this being part of the process, Keith and I met with them. It looks about 67% of the town is in their current build-out plan, and it will expand as they go further. We looked at the maps from a geographic and percentage of residential units. So I am asking you to support Resolution 145 to give them those access agreements so we can begin to bring the true competition into the township for those services.
Certainly something the community has been asking for many, many years, so we're glad that we were able to work with you with that. But before we do anything, we need a motion.
Before we even do the motion, Council President, if I may.
Yep.
After I make a couple of remarks regarding the history walk, maybe our professionals that could take the microphone, if you don't mind, and share with the community what some of your ideas are. Is that okay?
That's great. I would like to pass it first before we do that.
Pass it first,
yep,
exactly.
Yep, okay, thank you. All right, so may I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
And second?
We're skipping 137 though, right?
I'm sorry, we are removing 135.
Oh, 135.
135. We're going to do that separately.
Yes.
Yep. So it's everything
Right.
from 130 to 146 with the exception of 135.
Second.
Second. Okay, thank you. And roll call vote.
Councilman Behal,
Yes.
Councilman McEvoy,
Yes.
Councilman Wendell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston,
Yes.
and Council President Zimbicki.
Yes. Resolution 26, I just want to get this last one in so we're all. 26-135 is a resolution authorizing the appointment of special law enforcement officers. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion approved.
And second?
Second.
And roll call, please.
Councilman Behal,
Yes.
Councilman McEvoy,
Yes.
Councilman Wendell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston,
Abstain.
and Council President Zimbicki.
Yes, thank you. Mr. McEvoy, the floor is all yours.
On the agenda, Resolution 26-137, resolution authorizing East Brunswick Museum to hold a history walk and celebration event on June 13th, 2026. The East Brunswick Museum presents In the Footsteps of Washington's Army, a history walk and an American birthday party. Saturday, June 13th, 2026, 11 a.m. We will meet at the Old Matawan Road near Emerson Street, site of the old bridge, walk to the DeVoe Library at 166 Main Street. To clarify a couple of items, George Francie has joined us to fill us in. George, if you don't mind.
Thanks, Councilman. Thanks for the introduction, Councilman. I'm here to answer any questions if there may be some. I'm sorry, I should back up. President of the East Brunswick Museum, 11 Princeton Court. To coincide with this year's 250th of America's founding, we're having this celebration to complement your own celebrations on July 4th. It's a party primarily at DeVoe, in the backyard of DeVoe Library. Preceding that will be a walk briefly. It's 0.2 of a mile from near the Crandall-Kosman American Legion post to DeVoe. We've had great support. I want to thank the clerk's office, especially Lauren, and especially the chief for getting us, for her patience with my unfamiliarity with the process, and the chief for getting us the proper amount of protection for this event. And I have with me one of my other trustees on the museum board, Martha Hess. We're hoping to have a great celebration for the community. I'm picturing this as kind of a history festival, mini history festival. There'll be crafts and coloring sheets for the kids, hopefully wooden cutouts of patriotic Paul, I think it is, and revolutionary Rebecca or something like that for photo ops. Music, Tommy Abusaman's playing for us and his band, name to be determined. And we just look for a community event. I think I had more notes, but I'll just stop and, keep this brief. If there's anything you want to go over. All right, thanks for the introduction, Councilman, and please come out and see us June 13th, 2 months from today. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's right.
Yep, are you good with that?
I'm good.
Okay, perfect, thank you. All right, so now that we've passed Resolution 26-145, granting Optimum Communications to come into the township, our guest speakers are here. If you would like to say a few words, we would appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not talking. Okay.
Larissa isn't. But
you.
I did bring a statement to read on the record. So good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to be here today. My name is Aisha Hayward, and I lead government affairs on behalf of Optima in the state of New Jersey. It is a pleasure to join you in East Brunswick and to share some exciting news about Optimum's investment in the community. Excuse me. At Optimum, our mission is connect people to what matters most, ensuring residents, businesses, and local institutions have access to fast, reliable, and future-ready connectivity. I'm proud to share that Optimum is expanding its advanced broadband and video services here in East Brunswick as a part of our long-term commitment to New Jersey. We recognize that high-speed connectivity is no longer a luxury. It is essential for remote work, education, healthcare, and running a business. Our goal is to ensure this community has the infrastructure it needs, not just today, but well into the future. As a part of this effort, we will be deploying a fiber-to-the-home network throughout the township. This next-generation technology delivers multi-gig symmetrical speeds, allowing customers to upload just as fast as they download, while also providing greater reliability and lower latency. We anticipate beginning our fiber rollout in 2026, marking an important step forward in East Brunswick's digital future. Importantly, this investment will also increase competition in the marketplace, giving residents more choice, better value, and access to best-in-class connectivity. This means faster, more consistent service, even with multiple devices connected at once, and we will complete this work efficiently and with minimal disruption to the community. Affordability and choice remain a priority. We will offer a range of options to ensure residents and businesses can find a service that meets their needs and their budget. Customers will be able to visit our website to explore available packages, view promotions, and track when services become available in their neighborhood. In closing, we are excited to bring this investment to East Brunswick. It's more than infrastructure. It's about supporting economic growth, enhancing quality of life, and ensuring the community is well positioned for the future. Thank you again, and we look forward to working together with you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So entertain any questions, if you guys have any questions.
Any questions?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
How long of a project from beginning to end, do you think?
So we are anticipating that it will take anywhere from 8 to 14 months, but we'll know as we get a little bit further into the project.
And then we will receive, I'm being hypothetical with this, bi-monthly updates on how far you're advancing?
We can talk to Joe and decide a cadence that works.
Mm-hmm.
I think typically with the other communities, we do quarterly. But if the town wants bi-monthly, we can do that. We can work it out.
And you did reference the number of pieces of equipment that are on in a typical house.
Not an exact number, but
I'm using my house as I'm sitting here thinking, okay, this one and that one and that. Yeah. The bedrooms, the 2 bedrooms, and downstairs. So I'm anywhere between 5 and 7, maybe even 8. And the reliability, dependability will be 100%.
It all depends on the infrastructure of the home, but it should be. Our fiber network is amazing.
There you go. Let me write that down. Amazing. Good. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
The only thing I ask, will the firm be issuing a press release in this regard?
We will.
So we could get this out to the community, because we often get the question, and it would be good if my friend Larissa and our marketing team could come out with something, and we'll push it out as well.
So we will. We're not there yet, though.
Okay.
But we definitely will.
Well, I got her telephone number, so
we'll keep you posted. But our comms team is usually very excited to get the information out to the community. Of course, that's super helpful for us, so absolutely.
And I'd like to thank the two of you. As soon as we got in touch with her, it was literally 4 days later. We had our meeting on Holy Thursday was the last thing I did before the holiday, and their team met with Keith and ironed out all the issues right from the get-go. So I'd like to thank you for pulling those people in, and I know they were from upstate New York and so on, so I'm sure they weren't too happy about driving at 5 p.m. back to that location, but you pulled it together, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. We want to be a partner, so the line of communication is open. We're here. Thank you. Any other questions?
There is a buzz in the community, and once as Mr. Criscuolo said, once things get started and we can, we as a team can promote this,
Yes.
it's really going to have an impact on the residents of the community. Thankfully for your work.
Thank you. We're excited about it. Joseph did get the number a little off, so we actually just expanded into 8 communities, and it's been great so far. The mayor, who actually works for you guys, is actually one of the communities, so it's been good. Just increasing competition is a good news story for residents. So,
thank you. I'm sure everybody is excited and they've been waiting for this. So thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, sorry for moving all over the place here. At this point, we are at our reports. So we'll start with Mr. Criscuolo. Do you have an administrator's report for us tonight?
Just real quick on the record as well, I know Colleen and her family have left, but I'd like to pass along my gratitude to her, working with her for the last 9+ years. As everybody said before, she was always a wealth of information and very helpful. And naturally, her husband Lenny, who works in our parking utility, is always there for us. I'd like to just congratulate them on the birth of their new grandson. And as you know, I just had another grandson, and grandparent is the best title ever. So if you can get it, go for it. Thank you.
Thank you. Our attorney report for this evening. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Yeah, it was a perfect time to join.
Right,
so
exactly.
I have nothing to report other than happy Visaki to the Sikh community of the East Brunswick. So.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Yes. And our township clerk.
I too would like to echo what Joe said about Colleen, congratulate her on her retirement and being a first-time grandmother. I know that she is extremely excited and can't wait to spend a lot of more time with her grandson. I do want to briefly report on the upcoming primary election, which will be held on Tuesday, June 2nd. The commencement of mail-in ballots will begin this Saturday, April 18th. So for those who are registered to receive a mail-in ballot, as a friendly reminder, once you do receive your ballot, there are 3 ways to return your ballot. You can submit it via mail through the U.S. Postal Service at no cost to you whatsoever. You can drop it off at the Board of Elections located at 26B Kennedy Boulevard here in East Brunswick. Or you can conveniently utilize our ballot drop box, which is located within our municipal complex by our municipal court on our police station parking lot. Also, if you are not registered to vote as of yet, the deadline to register to vote will be May 12th. Before you know it, May 12th will be here. The month is going by fairly quickly. The year is going by fairly quickly. So May 12th will be the last day to register to vote. The Board of Elections office will be open until 9 p.m. on May 12th to accept all new voter registrations. And that is all I have to report. Thank you.
Thank you. Our council members, anybody have a report for this evening? Sure. No? I just wanted to focus on a couple quick things. First of all, this weekend was absolutely jam-packed with events. We had the Daisy Tricky Tray. I want to thank our Department of Recs. They did a fantastic job. The place was packed. They did great. They raised lots of money for a wonderful cause. Also, our Stress Less Day that took place outside here at the municipal building was another amazing event that occurred. There was a community yard sale at the Community Arts Center that brought it was interesting because each of these events brought different groups of the community together. So that made it very wonderful. And then at the fairgrounds, we celebrated the Holy Celebration, and that was a beautiful and fun event. Our sustainability task force was collecting all different types of items to recycle, promoting recycling and good stewardship of our community. And we have an upcoming event, the Mother's Day Brunch, on May 9th at the Ice Arena that is sponsored by our Recreation Department. And signups for that will be going live soon, and it usually sells out pretty quick. So take a look at that. And I also want to thank our East Brunswick Police Department for their very heroic efforts in rescuing a township citizen at Farrington Lake this past week. Cannot thank the working together with the fire department, the rescue services, and our numerous police officers that ensured that this person thrived. So thank you for that very much. Okay, we are at the point of public comment. Ms. Lawful, if you'd read the statement.
Yes. The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the East Brunswick Rules of Council, the council asks the public to limit their comments to 5 minutes or less. At the conclusion of the statements or questions from a member of the public, the council president, at her discretion, may choose to respond or not respond.
Thank you very much. So we're going to open the public portion. If there's anybody that would like to make a comment, please come up to the podium. Thank you. And just state your name and address. Thank you.
Troy Bailey, 16 Glen Court. From my viewpoint, the town council is the driver of municipal policy, but the council has a lack of curiosity towards municipal policy, creating deficiency in transparency and discussion. I say this to you to inform you of my viewpoint, come to a common understanding, and improve how we function. I will be coming back to speak more in depth, but I'm always available by email and willing to meet with you if you have any questions. I will cover a few areas supporting my viewpoint along with some suggestions tonight. In terms of affordable housing, the lack of community input and understanding of the third round of affordable housing was explained by the transition between key municipal roles in 2015 and the changing legal landscape of affordable housing. The subsequent process for the fourth round, in my opinion, is identical, if not worse, due to the lack of the advisory committee for any designated areas currently. I wouldn't have even known that we have a 6-month extension at the mall without watching the mayor's East Brunswick Regional Chamber of Commerce address. I also have to beat it out of here to run to the redevelopment meeting because there's a presentation currently about the mall. These are things that should be discussed by the town council because you are the ones with the direct authority in this area. So I suggest creating a development advisory committee tasked with community input through reports, surveys, meetings, centered around development in our township, such as our affordable housing obligation, redevelopment agreement and plans, general development around the town. Push at a state level to get the affordable housing numbers sooner, so that way we can have more time to adequately involve our residents, and read our town to learn actually where affordable housing originated and the incredible story of Ethel Lawrence. In terms of the ice arena, the original justification for the ice arena over other uses was its ability to be self-sufficient over time. A municipal policy meant to ensure that self-sufficiency was the creation of an ice arena utility. While I appreciate the business administrator for going beyond my previous question to answer why we're not making a utility, we have too many, and the Division of Local Government Services is blocking creation of ice utilities around the state. That response frustrated me, because I reached out to the Division of Local Government Services to figure out why they're restricting you from having all of the tools in your toolkit ready to fight on your behalf. They told me that the amount of utilities was a non-issue, and they're currently not blocking municipalities from creating ice arenas utilities. They even shared a newsletter from Montclair highlighting the creation of an ice rink utility back in July 2025. What frustrates me is that the 5 members of the town council over several meetings didn't clarify or correct that statement. You have the ability to create an ice arena utility. In a more reasonable world, there would be an ice arena report highlighting every step of the entire process, not just to inform us now, but to serve as an example for future generations. And in that report, there would probably be a section discussing utility creation and answering all my questions. So I suggest being transparent in the long-term funding of the ice arena, reduce the rates at the ice arena for residents, create reports and letters of intent for projects like the Cultural Arts Center upgrade, park and restaurant space at Vermella, community space at the mall, and more. Publish reports and plans in a variety of municipal spaces and online, soliciting feedback. Township code. It's one of the most important things for your position. It's where you set and derive power. While I do not expect you to know the rear setback of an R4 zone, 20 feet, you should at least briefly read it once a year. You would find things like the East Brunswick Action Committee that's existed in code since 2014 and is now being decommissioned. A worse example is that under the speaking limit for town council meetings, it's still gendered male. He shall have 5 minutes. So in theory, the town council president can set speaking time less for women, which is just wrong nowadays. So I suggest establishing an ad hoc committee with the task of reviewing and updating township code, conducting a bi-weekly township code read, and filling the action East Brunswick, oh, that one's going. And finally, town council meetings. These meetings are the final catch-all for issues in this town. Not only is this where residents can view things that you're considering, but speak on any topic they wish for 5 minutes. I feel an overwhelming majority of speakers come here because we all have one unifying goal, just like the members of the town council, making East Brunswick the best it can be. But I feel like the way public comment is structured and how the council responds, I feel that this discourages the goal. Even the public comment statement, 5 minutes or less, should be, unless further time is granted by the council, he shall limit his statement to 5 minutes. The council president should switch to a back and forth approach like the past to ensure a discussion and common understanding. If you do not wish to respond during the discussion, feel free to say so. One of the core issues we have nowadays is our inability to discuss topics with each other that may be difficult. We talk at each other, trying to win an argument, instead of trying to find common ground and working towards a common goal. While it's easy to say and very hard to do, I urge you to serve as an example for our community and show that we can have these discussions in a responsible and respectful manner. So I suggest changing the public comment statement from 5 minutes or less to 5 minutes or more if granted by the council, change the public comment portion to a back and forth, and create a how-to guide for town council meetings available here and online for residents to get prepared for meetings. And be more curious.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your suggestions. Is there anybody else from the public that would like to speak? Yes, please come to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry. Salman Iftikhar, resident of One Highway Road. So I was here, I believe that was last November. I had mentioned to request another school guard around Lewis and Merrill Avenue. And it's been, since then, there hasn't been any progress. So the point was for this student safety, if we can have another school guard, because one school guard isn't able to cover that specific 2 corners which are there around the school time. So it's only school time when it's starting and at the end. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else that would like to speak? Please. Yep. Yes.
May I just comment?
Sure.
I think that your same message should be delivered at a Board of Education meeting so that the Board of Education people hear exactly what you're saying, what your greater parents are saying, and then from there, I don't see why we can't, in these economic times, why we can't find some type of shared service whereby we do get the additional crossing guard or that type of person. But that would be my advice to you and if you can't make a board meeting, maybe a phone call to the new superintendent. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Tom Ingrasani, Deerfield Road. I have a couple of questions real fast. As of July 1st, I heard the e-bikes are going to require licenses. You have to be 15, have insurance, and have to wear a helmet. I think a message should be put out to maybe the schools who have children from 13 to 15, because the 13-year-olds is going to follow the 15-year-olds. So, or that, they won't find out about the new law, all right? The other thing is the custodians, thinking of getting rid of custodians going private? That's what I was reading. That's the latest I read on the patch, whatever it is. I hope not, because that's terrible to the existing workers that have been there for years, all right? And will there be any leaf pickup with bags? This, somebody just strayed here or there. Do you know if any leaf pickups will be allowed, or?
That was announced back last month. It was done on weeks that you had your recycle pickup. I announced that you were here in the room. It's on the same week of that. Otherwise, you could bring them to the recycle center and bags.
All right, then, now, Comcast rates are getting really ridiculous. Is this Optimum Online going to compete with Comcast?
That's the plan.
That's the plan, right? To have competition.
But will they use the same cable coming in, or will they? Some requires, I know, like Dish TV, you might need 4 to have 4 TVs. Now, because Optimum, sometimes they use, what do you call it, I can't think of the word, the
Fiber?
The fiber, that's it. And that's better, I think, anyway.
Excuse me, Council President, if I may. They're going to run fiber throughout the community, and fiber will come right into your house. The new modem will have a transition from a fiber connection. So they'll run it off the pole or off the box in the street, underground to your house, in your house. So where you have cable before, they'll bring it in, they'll hook it up to the wireless modem, and then for all your TVs, you don't have a wire. It's a box, kind of like a Fire Stick or whatever. And Comcast offers the same type of service, and so you can put them anywhere you want. You don't need additional wire in the house. Once it gets into the house, it's wireless, much like Comcast does or Fios does, and they have repeaters if you have a large house to get it to the right spot.
I know I got a lot of TVs in my house, but over here I'm paying $425 a month. And my house in Manchester, I'm never there usually, but I got one TV and an additional TV that goes from a wireless converter. Now it's $273. I signed up as $143. This is only 2 years later. So something's got to be done with it. They need the competition. And I know I've asked for it before. Now, any rumors about the governor stopping that Stay in New Jersey Act and the freeze and any rumors about that? Because I'm hearing what she's going to do. She is lowering, or raising, I should say, the maximum income to $250,000. Used to be $500 per couple. And thank God I don't meet that yet, but it's, then she's supposed to stop. I'm hearing about the tax. I get 3 more payments coming to me for the Stay in New Jersey. I heard they might stop that. I still don't know what payments are going to be for this year. Are we going to be getting a statement of the quarterly statements, what we're going to pay?
For East Brunswick taxes?
Yeah.
Yes, you'll be getting that.
Because I'm still paying last year's rates. I should be $2,000 less. So I don't know what I'm paying. I might have an overpayment. I just want to know. And that was my last question, I think. And, well, that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public that would like to speak? Seeing none, I'm going to close the public portion. And this takes us to the good of the cause for the council. Councilman McEvoy.
I'm sure you all recall how we recognized Sam Mattis for his accomplishments of making the United States Olympic team, which went off to Paris to compete. He was a discus thrower, if if you are unfamiliar. Although Sam didn't medal, he finished 6th, and we recognized him right here in this chamber. Well, we've got some new news about Sam. Sam's father called me up 2 days ago, and as a result of competition in Oklahoma, Sam set a new American record in the discus throw. 237 feet, 10 inches. Two-time Olympian Sam Mattis now holds the American record for the furthest throw ever in the discus here in America, with a throw of 72.45 meters, which I got translation into 237 feet, 10 inches. Breaking the previous record held by Ben Plunkett since 1983. I'll say that one again. That's a 40-year-old plus record. And Sam just broke it by 6 inches. He accomplished this throw at the Oklahoma Throw Series World Invitational on Thursday, April 9th in Ramona, Oklahoma. Sam is an EBHS graduate. Heartfelt congratulations to Sam and his family. His dad told me they heard the cheers all the way from Oklahoma. I just did some comparison about, because when I read that it was 72.45 meters, I'm still stuck in feet and inches and so on. So, as I said, Sam breaks the record by 6 inches, 237 feet. The world record is 246 feet. So I'm thinking maybe this differential of 2 feet, Sam can work even a little bit harder at those workouts in California and Oregon where he is working out in preparation for the Olympic Games right here in America in 2028. Thank you, Council President.
Awesome, thank you. Anything else? No? May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second, okay. And voice vote, all in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Good night, East Brunswick.